Welcome back to Seahawks.com. Tony Ventrella. This is Seahawks Insider. My guest, John Moffitt, fellow Nutmeg State resident. And just in case you don't know what the Nutmeg State is, it's the state of Connecticut. Notre Dame High School, West Haven, and then on to Wisconsin. And on Wisconsin, by the way, it's a great song. You guys are 3-0, huh?
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, they're having a good year. I think they're going to be. I think they're going to be a good team. So the offense is really high powered this year, and they have a good O-line, good quarterback.
Did you get a chance to check in with any of the guys anymore, the coaches or anything?
Yeah, I still talk to a few of the offensive line guys, and haven't gotten a chance to talk to coach yet. But from the sounds of it, they're all doing really well.
Good, good. The focus on the Seahawks this year has been the offensive line, because there's rookies like you and James and new guys coming in, and Robert gets hurt, and it seems like it's one challenge after another. But could you describe it as kind of creeping closer and closer to where you need to be as a unit?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's what it is, and I think we're young and we're not trying to make that an excuse, but we're growing, and I think we're trying to grow every week and just carry things forward.
And the thing about it is too, it's more complex than people give it credit for being. It's not just 4 or 5 offensive linemen. It's 11 guys on offense, and if one of them does something the other 10 don't do, the play doesn't work. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, everyone always needs to be on the same page, and to have success. And sometimes it can be 1 or 2 things that can just affect an entire drive.
How's your Seattle experience so far? I mean, in terms of in the grocery store or hanging out.
Yeah. It's been good. I mean, I haven't had a lot of time to experience Seattle. I want to, because every time I get to drive through Seattle or see some things, it looks awesome and really beautiful place. So hopefully I'll get a chance to go do some things in Seattle.
You know, they have the duck tour, those boats that also go in, they go in the water and the street. You got to get on the duck tour.
Yeah, those were invented in Wisconsin, those boats.
I did not know that.
Yeah, in the Dells. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I'd trust something in the water on the road.
Yeah, I know.
That's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know how that works, but I'm glad it's working. And Space Needle, you got to get the top.
I went to the Space Needle.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
okay.
that was really cool.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Great view. So.
Okay. All right. Well, good. All right. Now, by the way, if you're on a Washington State ferry, the recorded voice on those ferries, one of them is my voice.
Really?
Yeah, saying "Be safe, don't jump over," all that stuff. So it's a good thing too.
Nice.
By the way, we were in the locker room a few minutes ago, John. I want to let you know we talked to a couple of your teammates about what kind of locker mate you are, what kind of neighbor. Let's listen to that right now. John Moffitt, what kind of a locker mate is he? Is he? I mean, not what kind of team. What kind of locker mate? What kind of neighbor is he?
He's not a bad guy, but he stinks.
You mean physically stinks?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
It's very smelly.
What kind of neighbor is John Moffitt?
Oh, he's terrible. His stuff's always a mess and real loud, shows up when he wants to every now and then, and other than that, but way better than James Carpenter.
We're talking to him. What kind of neighbor is he, a locker mate?
My locker's not next to his, but I sit next to him in our meetings in the O-line room, and he has really bad breath. I mean, I've told him at least, 4 or 5 times?
Yeah.
Brought him pieces of gum, mouthwash. Nothing's helping. So, John, if you see this, somebody send him some gum, please.
All right, so I'm trying to figure out what kind of locker neighbor John Moffitt is for you guys.
He always has lame jokes every day.
Do you laugh at him just to make him feel better or not?
Yeah, sometimes, man. Sometimes I try to make him feel good.
Well, you know, I'm stunned by that, because I think you are funny. James, obviously, he doesn't have a sense of humor, or it's a different sense of humor than yours.
I'm surprised that you could understand James on that one, because usually it's hard to understand anything that comes out of his mouth. So if that's what he thinks, that's what he thinks. That's fine.
Now, and one guy was talking about you need to chew gum and stuff because he doesn't like your breath. That was, I think it was Breno.
In the mornings, it's tough. It's they're early mornings, so yeah. Maybe I will just for Breno. I'm always around him.
That's good to know. All right, just in general, since they had a chance to take a shot at you, and you're a nice guy, you're not going to take a shot, but how about your teammates? How about your locker mates, your group?
Well, I'm still getting to know them. They're good guys. We're young and a young group, so there's a lot of energy and everything, but there's a lot of characters. I think James is definitely one, and he can always make guys laugh just the way he acts, you know.
There's not many talkers though. You're a talker.
Yeah.
Tyler seems like a talker to me.
Yeah, I think Max is too. I think Max is
Max,
vocal because he's the center.
Yeah.
But James doesn't say very much, and Robert obviously is the oldest guy, the leader. Sure. So there's a good blend, I think.
Yeah, and Russell, by the way, in the comments that you just saw that he made, he's very subtle, but kind of direct as well. So it's a good group. Good group of guys.
Definitely.
I know you'll mesh together and have a good season.
Yep.
John, it's always good to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you very much for being with us on The Insider. That's it for this week on Seahawks Insider. I'm Tony Ventrella. We'll see you next week.